My dear students, today I am going to teach you Class 3 English 2, and I am going to read a chapter named Dorothy Meets the Scarecrow. After a tornado hurls through Kansas, a teenager named Dorothy and her dog Tutu are swept away from their farm and wakes up in the colorful and vibrant land of Oz. In order to find their way back home, they must embark on a journey to the Emerald City, where the Wizard of Oz resides. On their way there, they become accompanied by a scarecrow who longs for a brain, a tin man who desires a heart, and a cowardly lion who seeks courage. All four are hopeful that the great Oz will be able to fulfill their wishes. Now let me explain to you the meaning of scarecrow. A scarecrow is a humanoid figure dressed in old clothes and placed in open fields to discourage birds, such as crows or sparrows, from disturbing and feeding on recently cast seed and growing crops. In other way, it is an object, usually a figure of a person in old clothes, set up to frighten crows or other birds away from crops. Dorothy walked along the road. It was made of yellow bricks. When she had gone some miles, she needed to rest. She climbed to the top of the fence beside the road and sat down. Her dog Tutu was also tired. He lay down on the ground by the fence. There was a large cornfield on the other side of the fence, and in the field there was a scarecrow. Dorothy gazed at the scarecrow. His head was a small sack stuffed with straw. His face was painted on the sack. It had an old pointed blue hat on his head. On his body wore a blue suit of faded cloth which had also been stuffed with straw. On the feet were some old boots. The scarecrow was tied to a tall pole. It was there to scare the birds and stop them from eating the ripe corn. While Dorothy was looking at the painted face of the scarecrow, she was surprised to see one of the eyes slowly wink at her. She thought she must have imagined it. Then the scarecrow nodded his head to her in a friendly way. Dorothy climbed down from the fence and walked up to it. Tutu ran around the pole and barked. "Good day," said the scarecrow. "You didn't just speak, did you?" asked the girl in wonder. "Certainly," answered the scarecrow. "How do you do?" "I'm pretty well, thank you," replied Dorothy politely. "How do you do?" "I am bored," said the scarecrow. "It is very dull being stuck up here night and day to scare away crows." "Can't you get down?" asked Dorothy. "No, this pole is stuck up my back. Please help me get down." Dorothy reached up both arms and lifted the scarecrow off the pole. He was quite light because he was only stuffed with straw. She set him down on the ground. "Thank you very much," said the scarecrow. "I feel much better." Dorothy was so surprised to hear a straw man speak. The scarecrow stretched and yawned. "Who are you?" asked the scarecrow. "And where are you going?" "My name is Dorothy," said the girl, "and I am going to the Emerald City. I am going to ask the great Oz to send me back home to Kansas." "Where is the Emerald City?" said the scarecrow. "And who is Oz?" "Why don't you know?" she replied in surprise. No, indeed, I don't know anything. You see, I'm stuffed with straw, so I have no brains at all. He answered sadly. Oh, said Dorothy, I'm sorry for you. Do you think, he asked, if I go to the Emerald City with you, the rose would give me some brains? I don't know, she replied. Come to the Emerald City with me and Toto. You can ask the great Oz for a brain. What if he doesn't give me one? You should try anyway, said Dorothy. You have nothing to lose. That is true, said the Scarecrow. You see, I don't mind my legs and arms, body being stuffed, because I cannot get hurt. If anyone treads on my toes or sticks a pin into me, it doesn't matter because I can't feel it. My dear students, this is a part of the chapter, the text. I have read it out for you all. So your task is to read it at home and try to understand the text. And in the next class, I shall continue the rest of the part of this chapter and then explain to you meanings of certain unknown words and give you some words and their meanings to learn at home. That's all. Thank you very much.